Hello there, and welcome back. This video, we're going to find the values of all trigonometric functions of angle theta, where the terminal side of theta intersects the unit circle at the point 2 square root 5 over 5, negative root 5 over 5. Now, remember that the coordinates on the unit circle that correspond to where the ray intersects are the cosine and the sine of the angle. So automatically, we already know that the sine of theta is 2 square root 5 over 5. I'm sorry, that is not correct. The cosine of theta is 2 square root 5 over 5, and the sine of theta is negative root 5 over 5. Okay, so those two are done. Now remember that the other four are based on sine and cosine pretty much here. So remember that tangent of theta is sine theta over cosine theta. So sine of theta is negative root 5 over 5. Cosine of theta is 2 square root 5 over 5. And since we're dividing two fractions, we'll just bring the denominator up as its reciprocal to multiply. So this is negative root 5 over 5 times 5 over 2 root 5. And some factors cancel out. The 5's cancel out, and the square roots of 5 cancel out. And we end up with negative 1/2. So tangent of theta is negative 1/2. Okay, from here, the remaining three trigonometric functions are reciprocal functions. So case in point, cosecant, remember, is the reciprocal of sine theta. So the reciprocal of sine is negative 5 over square root 5, just basically flipping the fraction for sine of theta. But then what we need to do to write it in simplest form is rationalize the denominator, which means multiplying by square root 5 over square root 5. And this gives negative 5 square root 5 over, and remember that root 5 times root 5 is 5, so those 5's cancel out, and we have negative square root 5. For secant of theta, remember that secant is the reciprocal of cosine. So that means we take the expression for cosine and find its reciprocal. So this is 5 divided by 2 square root 5, and we're in the same boat as with cosecant, where we have to rationalize the denominator. So that means we have 5 square root 5 divided by, well, root 5 times root 5 is 5 times 2 is 10. And that means the common factor of 5 cancels out, and we have root 5 over 2. Last but not least, cotangent of theta is the reciprocal of tangent theta, provided the tangent is defined, and it is. We know that the reciprocal of negative 1/2 is negative 2 over 1, so that means that the cotangent of theta is negative 2. So here, in the upper right-hand corner, we have all 6 exact values of the trigonometric functions of angle theta.